KARK4 News at 12:30.
Well, from living in Arkansas to stepping in a period drama, I'm joined by Ashlie Atkinson, an amazing actress born and raised in Little Rock. Then she went on to become a professional actor. You are starring in The Gilded Age and much more. But let's talk about this one real fast.
Sure.
I'm a fan. My whole entire family is a fan. I cannot believe it.
Are lovely.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you're enjoying season 3 because, you know, the show sort of started and there was a lot of world building. We said it was sort of a warm bath of a show. You know, the biggest drama is spilled soup and who's crossing a street. And now all of a sudden there's deaths, there's extortion.
Duchess.
There's somebody became a duchess. And there's just international travel and copper mines and just crazy stuff. So we're really, I think, elevating the stakes in season 3.
Can you tell me, first of all, how did that show come about for you?
Well, it's really funny because pre-pandemic, they had already started working on it. It was going to be with one network and then it went to HBO. And I auditioned for a different role. And then and we talked about it. We were trying to make it work and it didn't work with scheduling and stuff like that. And I was really disappointed. I was like, I missed my chance to be on The Gilded Age. And it was a character that maybe had 3 scenes and was gone by the end of season 1. And then we came back from the pandemic and all of a sudden they're calling me about Mamie Fish. And I started reading about her. And the first line I saw, it said, in a book, it said, "No one is more responsible for the collapse of society as we know it than Mamie Fish." And I was like, or the Gilded Age society than Mamie Fish. And I was like, oh,
You said I can do this.
I can do that. Now I'm interested. Let's talk,
And you have over 2 decades of experience. Can you tell me, how did your career begin? Because you were born and raised in Little Rock.
Oh, sure. And, I started doing theater here at the Arkansas Arts Center, which is now AMFA. They had a great children's theater program, and I was there for age 10 to 14. I went to college and changed my major to theater about halfway through at Hendrix. And went up to the neighborhood playhouse in New York, did 2 years there. I got a Law and Order 6 months after I graduated. And then that led to another TV show where I had a small role. And then there was an off-Broadway play written by Neil LaBute called Fat Pig. I know, it's quite a title. But that was me and Jeremy Piven and Kerry Russell and Andrew McCarthy. And it was really splashy. And I mean, the title is pretty incendiary. So people wanted to talk about it, and we extended several times. And from then on, it was sort of, there have been periods of feast and periods of famine, but I've really been able to be a working actor ever since then. And that was about 2004. So it's ancient history by this point,
And then let's get to, first of all, you have over 100 credits on IMDb, but you have also a new show coming out and movie actually coming out. You're one of the main of 4 rows in this. Can you talk a little bit about this?
I'm really excited. The movie is called The Lost Bus. We filmed it last year in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And it's America Ferrera and Matthew McConaughey and Yul Vasquez and myself. It's directed by Paul Greengrass, who did Captain Phillips, a lot of the Bourne movies, United 93. And the producers are Greg Goodman, Jason Blum from Blumhouse, right? That make all the great horror films, and Jamie Lee Curtis for Comet Pictures. So she brought the story. It's based on a book called Paradise, and it's about the 2018 Paradise, California wildfires that were the deadliest wildfires in California history in 2018. And this is a story about true story, about a bus driver named Kevin McKay, who basically came to pick up 22 kids in the middle of this huge wildfire when it's engulfing Paradise. There are 22 kids because the fire spread so fast that their parents worked too far out of the evacuation zone. They weren't going to be able to make it in time. So he picked up 22 children from Ponderosa Elementary and drove for 7 hours through deadly circumstances and got those kids back safely.
So this is a movie that we'll definitely be watching. And then Gilded Age just got picked up for season 4.
We did!
Thank you so much, Ashlie, for joining us. And just real quick, how would Miss Fish take us to break?
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll be back soon if you're lucky.
And you are lucky. See you after the break.